Hello and welcome to the 8th week of NPA. And you might be a little surprised because, as you can see, we are in the replay screen, which has not happened before in the NPA. I either played on the cartridge or I played live on Showdown. So what happened between Eternal Snowman, also known as Michael Zhang, and me? Unfortunately, we had some scheduling issues, and that's why I had to play on train. And during a train ride, I was not able to record the games, obviously, and that's why instead of subbing out and let others play, I thought, okay, I will still play and present you the games in the replays. It's not as hype as a live commentary, I understand that, but it's better than nothing, right? So yeah, that's the explanation for that. I might show you the poker pastes in the screen on the screen right now. If I don't, please forgive me. So I am using the very standard Screamtail Hedron Terrapagos team. I run Screamtail with Disable Anchor. I run Hedron with Magma Storm, Heavy Slam, Terra Blast. Not super relevant here though, because I obviously do not bring Hedron in that Kyogre matchup. I have an Assault Vest, Terra Grass, Rillaboom. I have a Rocky Helmet, Terra Ghost, Incineroar, Ogapon Cornerstone, and the Call Mind substitute Terrapagos. On the other hand, we have Eternal Snowman, and he has a very strong team. Life Orb, Stalwart, Chaludon next to Choice Specs, Terra Water, Kyogre, Sharp Beak, Terra Flying, Tornadus, Life Orb, Landorus, if I remember correctly. Could have also been Choice Scarf, but I think Life Orb, Sash, Urshifu, like super powerful team. And that is really rough for Terrapagos because these teams that have a lot of offense are usually tough to deal with this Terrapagos because we do not have any damage at the beginning. We first have to get some core mines up, which is very hardly doable against this kind of team. At least we can turn off the rain once with a Terra on Terrapagos, but this matchup is not easy. But let's take a look on how this game plays out. So for game 1, I thought, okay, he will probably bring Indeedee to check my Rillaboom, because otherwise my Rillaboom can Grassy Glide for Urshifu, can Grassy Glide for Kyogre, he can also stop Fake Out, right? With Indeedee. And here we find ourselves in the position where I make a terrible play to begin with, because I thought, okay, he will make a ballsy play and stay with Kyogre. He didn't. I could have clicked Double Up into Urshifu, or I could have clicked Ivy Catcher into Kyogre, which would have been also fine, because when the Water Spout is weaker, but I clicked Power Whip, Terra Starstorm, and now we are already in a tricky position. Even if he goes to Indeedee here, I can fake out the Tornadus because he is a flying type. Psychic Terrain doesn't work, and he is Terra Flying as well, so this turn was not bad. Still, Grassy Gliding Urshifu, Terra Starstorming Tornadus would have been better, because the problem now is that Kyogre joins the field, and how am I supposed to stop the Indeedee switch? I thought about switching and maybe setting up a Call Mind. Then next turn I can fake out Kyogre, Terra Starstorm. That would have been the better play. But in the end I just decided to stay and go for Grassy Glide, because maybe he didn't bring Indeedee. And here I can still win the game if I click Protect, Disable with terrestrializing Terrapagos. But because I was on train, I was not able to calc. And he crit my Screamtail anyways. But if I clicked Protect on Terrapagos and he doesn't crit Screamtail, Screamtail survives with Water Spout. Next turn I can disable the Kyogre, set up a substitute, or just go for Terra Starstorm honestly, because he has to switch to Tornadus. Then I can KO the Tornadus on the switch in, and then I can click Protect, and then just disable again. So if I click Terra, Protect, Disable, I have a guaranteed win. But since I didn't even click Protect with Terrapagos, I did not win. And he also crit my Screamtail, so it didn't matter. But my best play there would have been to click Terra, Protect, which it sounds like a weird play, but yes, it is the correct play. and disable. Yeah, badly played from my side. So let's hope I can do better for game 2. So what should my plan for game 2 be? Should I maybe switch a Pokemon? Should I bench Terapagos? Obviously not Terapagos. Terapagos is super important here. Obviously also not Rillaboom. These two Pokemon are super important. The Ogapom being faster than Urshifu, Kyogre, threatening in one-hit KO on Tornadus and Kyogre is also super important. And then the last Pokemon. Screamtail didn't do as much in game 1. So should I bring Heatran? No, Heatran is useless, but I'm thinking about bringing Incineroar, because with Incineroar I have a second fake out user for the Tornadus, because the Tornadus can never be immune to fake out because it's Terra Flying and therefore does not touch the ground and does not get affected by the Psychic Terrain. And I can maybe break the Focus Sash on Urshifu Rapid Strike with my Incineroar. So I'm thinking about it. Let's see what I did. And let's see what he did as well. So for the second game, he decides to lead with Urshifu and Tornadus and doesn't bring Kyogre in the lead. And I decided to go with the very same lead of Ogapon and Terapagos. And since my Ogapon is EV to survive with Searching Strikes, I decided to just click Ivy Catcher Terra Starstorm, but he made a really good play by going for Hurricane Close Combat into Terapagos. But since he missed the Terapagos, the Close Combat is resisted. I get the Focus Sash on the Urshifu, and now I'm in a really good position. It is even that good that he goes to Indeedee and locks in the forfeit. Wow. Yeah, I bailed. If he connected that Hurricane, my Terapagos would have died, but I would have KO'd the Tornadus. And then, I would say with my full life Ogapon and Rillaboom, I could have definitely still won against Kyogre, Indeedee, and Urshifu. So, the miss mattered, yes, obviously. Like, without the miss, he at least had a chance to win. But I think my position would have been really good anyways, because I can just click Power Whip into the Kyogre slot and U-turn. If I go Rillaboom and Ogapon, I click Power Whip U-turn into that slot. I KO the Indeedee if he switches out. If he doesn't switch out, I KO the Kyogre. Yes, his Urshifu can KO my Ogapon with the rain-boosted Searching Strikes, but I brought Incin in the last game, so then I have Grassy Terrain active again, so I can click Fake Out into Urshifu and Terra Grass Grassy Glide into the Kyogre if he switched it out to Indeedee, and if he doesn't switch it out, I win as well. So I had a really good way to win this even without the miss. And that's because my lead was so good. But let's see how game 3 goes. Now both our backs are against the wall. We both want to win because we are both playing for MVP, and this week is super important for both our teams. If they lose, they cannot make playoffs, and if we win, we are guaranteed the playoffs. So that's pretty much it. Let's see how game 3 goes for me. So here we are again. This is game 3, and I decided to bring Incineroar again because I saw in the last game that even if he connected and he tries the same thing, I can win the game if I bring Incineroar. So let's see if it works just as I planned. Does he lead with Tornadus Urshifu? He leads with Tornadus and Kyogre. And this is tricky because now I can Ivy Catcher the Tornadus, but what if he clicks Protect? But can he Protect? Because I could also get a free Power Whip into the Kyogre. A lot of mind games. And we see a Tailwind, and I decided to, first we see the Water Spout doing a ton of damage, and I decided to click Power Whip into Kyogre because I knew whatever comes in, I do a ton of damage and I get Tornadus into range of Terra Grass Grassy Glide from Rillaboom. The problem now is Urshifu can come in and I'm in a pretty bad spot. I thought, okay, he Hurricanes the Incineroar. I still Spiky Shield my Ogapon because that way I have 3 Pokemon alive no matter what. If he Hurricanes Ogapon, Searching Strikes, Incineroar, I only have 2 Pokemon alive, which would be really bad for me. Unfortunately, I don't get the Focus Sash from the Urshifu, but now I can go to Rillaboom, and he has to respect Fake Out, he has to respect Grassy Glide, right? And I clicked Fake Out U-turn into Tornadus, expecting him to not click Protect. I think he had a really safe play by going for a switch into Indeedee, but I wanted to cover that, and that's why I clicked Fake Out U-turn. He sees my Rillaboom, but now I'm in a position where I can maybe beat the Urshifu, because if I Terrestrialize, I should not be in range for close combat, and even if he goes for Helping Hand, Surging Strikes or something, I get the knockoff into Indeedee, then I get Rillaboom in, I fake out Urshifu, knock off Indeedee again, and then I can Grassy Glide the Urshifu. That's why I said, okay, I can just Terra without any issue, and I click Terra Starstorm. I think I didn't click knockoff, I clicked Parting Shot instead. Yeah, I clicked Parting Shot instead. I was gaslighting you, I was gaslighting myself, but now we can just click Fake Out into Urshifu and Substitute, but our Terrapagos is actually slower than the Indeedee because of a Tyrant, but now Tyrant ended, so it's just safe to click Fake Out Substitute, or did I click Starstorm? No, I clicked Starstorm. Because, yeah, I clicked Starstorm because he can knock KO my Terrapagos with a crit, and now he cannot stop Terra Starstorm Woodhammer. He has no way to stop that. But it was still not the best play in my opinion, because he KOs my Terrapagos here, and we only have 2 turns of grassy terrain left. And the problem is, his Focus Sash was consumed, so my knockoff does less damage. Even though he's -3, with a Grassy Terrain recovery, he might not be in range for knockoff. So he clicks Protect again, and I just click Grassy Glide, obviously. But what if he gets a double Protect into close combat crit into Rillaboom? I could still lose the game, not really though, because I can just knock off the Urshifu, and then my Incineroar survives and KOs him with Rocky Hammer. But it doesn't come down to that, because he doesn't get the double Protect, and I win the game 3. 2-0, Incineroar was not bad, as you saw, and yeah, I win 2-1 against Michael Zhang, phenomenal player, was a good set. Really sad that I was not able to record it live, but it is what it is, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Regardless, I am currently 8-0, and there's another player who's currently 7-0. There were only 2 players before the start of the week that were 7-0, and that are Federico Camporesi and myself. Now I am 8-0, and even if Fede Campo loses this week, I will play against him next week. My rival, Fede Campo, when he won the regional, he eliminated me. When I went into finals of Worlds, I eliminated him in the semifinals. So this match will be big, and I try to record it live this time. I hope you look forward to it, and I will see you there. Bye bye.